What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
My name is Jeff.
He prefers a night out over gaming these days, but honestly, his gaming history is absolutely ridiculous. Let's do this. Welcome back to another trophy list, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are doing the list of Hacks shots. Now, a lot of you will know Hacks from the server, from the community. He's an absolutely unbelievable gamer, and what a list he's got. I can't wait to, dive deeper into this. Now, what have we got in here? If I don't answer the phone, I'm probably hunting for a bronze trophy, or riding his bike, which he's been doing exceptionally well lately. Absolutely smashing the fitness as well, buddy. So, yeah, don't stop, keep on going. Before we do get on with the stats, I do just want to give a massive shout out to my patrons and to my channel members, of course, as without you guys none of this would be possible, so thank you so much. So we were on 503 for the trophy level, 8,869 total trophies, 202 platinums, 894 gold, 2,226 silver and 5,547 bronze, which is very solid indeed. 225 games played, 182 of those completed to 100%, giving Hacks a completion percentage of 91.01, which is amazing to see. Unearned trophies 949, which is still pretty good. Trophies per day 5.18, very solid. A lot of views, 7,328, and then the rankings, which don't matter too much. 27,474th in the world and 3,472nd in the mighty UK. So he's got a very good list of some unbelievable games. Yeah, I mean, try not to look at the trophy cabinet as I go down, spoiler alert, but yeah, there's some unbelievable games. I can't wait to sort of, like I said, dive deeper into this. It's going to be sick. For the most part, I'm probably going to be speechless for once. We'll just leave it open for you guys to admire how much of a god that Hacks is. So we're actually starting off then with something a bit different to normal, and again, that Hacks is unfinished. Although there are going to be some unbelievable games, I imagine there are going to be some unfinished games in here because of the number of unearned trophies compared to how many games you've played. So we'll stumble upon a few. We can maybe try and, find some critique with you because you're clearly an absolute machine, which is ridiculous. So yeah, Hat in Time, only 3 of 38 trophies. It is quite recent, however, I know it's been a couple of months since you've popped a trophy, so maybe there are intentions to go back to that one. We've got the Plague Tale games, which we know are great. A Way Out, Abzu done, which is fantastic. And then on to the next unfinished one, which is Aliens vs Predator. 13 of 50 trophies earned. This is going back to last year now, July. So I don't know what stopped you there. It is an ultra rare. I don't know if this is difficulty based, whether you just didn't fancy it. It's not something I've really played myself. So we've got Alteric. Don't know how you say that one. Alteric. I think I say this every time this game comes up, but it doesn't look too difficult at 65.35%. We've got 2 Among Us platinums on there, very nice. Astro's Playroom done. And then here we go, we're starting off with some big hitters already. So Atari Flashback Volume 1 and 2. I haven't played them myself, but I'm aware of how difficult that these games are. You can see for yourself, we've got an 8 out of 10, 20 hours, a 10 out of 10, 20 hours. And I think that is also including the fact that you've got to make these manual saves and things as well. I could be wrong there, but without them, I think these games are next to impossible. But look at the rarities, 0.99 and 0.87% respectively. Ridiculous. And not the only ones we're going to see sub 1%. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. 2 Back for Blood platinums. Obviously, one of those is an auto pop, but we'll let Hacks off because he's an absolute monster. Some Batman stuff, which I do like to see. This is very impressive. So not quite to the level that Atari is, but still very difficult to do, especially Asylum and City. What else is there? Arkham Origins done as well, which is a tough one. Wow, so Asylum done 3 times. Blimey. City, Night, Origins, and then the Telltale stuff. I'm a big Batman fan. As you guys know, I do prefer Marvel, but yeah, Batman's awesome. So I always do like to see the collection on there. I just wish I was good enough to do them myself, you know. Bee Simulator. I might have to put that on the list. I'm getting into my simulator stuff at the moment. Ben 10. And then another game unfinished, which I've not heard of. Bentley's Hack Pack. Just excuse me, I've had to bring a brew with me this time. You know, we're recording quite early, so I thought I might need a cheeky cuppa. But yeah, Bentley's Hack Pack, I don't know about. Borderlands 3, you have the platinum, but purely because of the, you know, the DLC. 48%. I hate when games do this, you know, and I always go back to Final Fantasy 15. You know, I got the platinum for that, and then didn't pick the DLC up till later, and it was sat on like 40% or something. Bound Done, which I know a little bit about it now. It wasn't until recently when I started to want these kind of sub 1% platinums that it was mentioned. But yeah, it looks very difficult. 8 out of 10. I mean, it speaks for itself. It's a 0.68%, which is crazy as well. It's on my list of ones to do and have a look at. So maybe we can do that in the future. Brawlout done, 1.21%. Bug Snacks done twice. You've done Bully. Nice to see some easier games in here, because you know you just expect, you know, ridiculous ones with hacks. But yeah, Bunny Raiders, an absolute plethora of Call of Duty games, and all finished to 100%, which is insane. Absolutely insane. I love this. I'm not going to talk about each of them individually. We do a lot of chatting around Call of Duty on these trophy lists. A lot of people do have them on there. But yeah, what I will say is I'm impressed. Yeah, my hat comes off to you, hacks. Unbelievable. Really, really good. I wish mine were like this, but stinky zombies, right? So Cars 2, Chickens on the Road. Nice to see you've got a very, very easy one in there. Makes me feel a little bit better. Chivalry 2. Just outside of being an ultra rare. And then, okay, so this is a straight away. Maybe there isn't going to be as many games as I thought that were unfinished then, because City Skylines in itself is factoring in 116 of those unearned just on its own. So you've started this back in May 2020, left it. I'm going to assume it wasn't your cup of tea. That's the only thing I can think of, because it is an easy game. It's just a real long one. I do like these kind of games, you know, so I'm thinking once I've finished Jurassic World 2, which Paul was kind enough to get me quite recently, I want to play that next. And then I'll maybe move on to this as the next kind of world builder, if you like. So we've got the Crash series done. Of course you have. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 twice. 47 minutes, 48 seconds. So there's a bit of an auto pop in there, but you've done it anyway. So massive, massive respect. Wow. I'm impressed, man. This is ridiculous. And we haven't even got to some of the things that I know you've done as well, because we've spoke about it in the past, and I've seen you talk about it in the Discord as well. So yeah, absolutely insane. We've got Dead Dungeon, Dead Island 2, Dead Island Definitive Edition. You've got Riptide finished, and then we go on to another really, really impressive one as well with Dead Nation, which is coming in at a 7 out of 10. Nice ultra rare as well at 2.62%. We've done Deathloop, Destroy All Humans, Dissection, Dreadnought on there twice as well. Wow, and look at these rarities, man, this is unbelievable. Oh wow, Dying Light done, and then Fall Guys done just 3 times. I know there's two auto pops, but yeah, 3 Fallout Guys. I've done it again. I said this before, bloody Fallout Guys. It's not even a thing. It's because I've been listening to Fallout Boy. Exactly the same as what happened before I said the same thing. God damn it. Put it in the bloopers. We'll start making some shorts, eh? But yeah, Fall Guys, very impressive that you've done it, the one time. So yeah, fair play on the auto pops for the other 2. Fantasy Strike done, very, very nice. That one I do know about, so I've done quite recently thanks to King Rob. So yeah, well done on that one, because I know what you have to do for it, and it's a bit awkward still, even with the exploit. So we've got a few unfinished Far Cry games. Far Cry 2, which is now unobtainable. And then you've got Far Cry 5, which again is quite recent. So maybe you're going to go back in and play this. But again, there's another 70 trophies just from, you know, this one game. So there's not too many where it's a load of games with only a couple of trophies missing. It seems like you've started a couple and just left the rest of it, which is what's causing the 900 or so unearned. Farm Together, Five Nights at Freddy's done. Five Nights at Freddy's unfortunately not finished, just 2 trophies needed. I actually don't know what's needed in these games. I haven't played Five Nights at Freddy's, but we're going to have a look. We're going to dive into one of the games, why not? Let's have a quick look. Complete the custom night with AI set to 20. Keep the music box around above 50% for all of night 4. Again, that could be ridiculously hard, who knows. But yeah, sometimes I like to just look at stuff just to be nosy, you know. Fortnite, looks like you've been playing quite recently, which we know is a ridiculous grind, a bit of a slog. 0.37%, so it is very, very rare, and I think it's actually even more rare or rarer on the PS4 stack maybe. I feel like it might be a little bit less, but it's just, yeah, ridiculous grind. 1,000 hours, maybe a bit less if you're efficient with it. But yeah, it'd be nice to see you get that platinum at some point, just to add to the many others that you have. Friday the 13th as well, done twice. Wow, obviously one of them there's going to be a bit of an auto pop, isn't it, if it's one day, but look at these rarities, unbelievable. Ghost of Tsushima done, we're just missing some DLC. Ghostbusters done twice, Ghost Runner, Goat Sim and Goat Sim 3 done. Only the recent God of War games, so very similar to me in that respect. That, I mean, I'm just guessing here, but I don't know, maybe due to your age, you weren't really playing the older ones, I don't know, and have just got onto them a bit more recently, like myself. I mean, the age doesn't make sense with me, I'm ancient, but it was just a series that kind of went over my head. I really don't know why I didn't kind of jump on it, because it's something that I would have really enjoyed, you know. Gotham Knights done, Gran Turismo 7 done, GTA 5 finished, really impressive. Hawken I don't know too much about, no platinum unfortunately, but a nice 100%. We've got Hello Neighbor and Hello Neighbor 2. Quite a contrast, isn't there, in rarity. It's not a game that I've played, so I don't know if they've just massively lowered the difficulty in the second one, or the trophy list is just very easy. But yeah, maybe I'll have a look into that. Hogwarts Legacy done, awesome. And you've also done Hot Wheels, which is top of my list for my next driving game to play. I do really want to clean up Trackmania and Crash Team Racing, but I'm kind of pulling my hair out a little bit over both of those. So I may need to play something different for a little bit, and this could be the one. So here we go then. So another ridiculously impressive one. You know, there's still many, many more to come. I Am Bread, 9 out of 10, 0.37%. Wow. I'm just going to have a few gulps of my tea and just take it all in. I've not played this game, but I've heard the mechanics are really bad, and that's what can make it really, really difficult and really frustrating. You know, there are more difficult games than I Am Bread, but I think it's just a bit of a disaster to play. I'll maybe have to try it at some point. If I can ever get Super Meat Boy done, I'll do I Am Bread, I promise. But yeah, that's insane. Wow. Infamous Second Son, not finished, which really surprises me. So, I mean, as I say that, the date, I've literally just caught the date. So 11th of September 2023. So by the looks of things, you are playing it as we speak. So yeah, I'm not going to say much on that. I did see it unfinished and I was like, what, Infamous Second Son? I think it's because of how old the game is now. You just assume that most people will have played it, you know, kind of way back when. But yeah, very recent, so I'm sure that'll be on there probably by the end of today, tomorrow, who knows. Injustice you haven't finished, which is fair play. Look at the rarity on it as well. Wow, 0.18%, insane. 9 out of 10, 90 hours, very, very difficult. But then we've got a nice run of platinums here with Intruders Hide and Seek. It Takes Two. We've got the Jack series on there, which is always great to see. Love that. Blimey. And then Jump King, which is another ultra rare. I did catch it out the corner of my eye in your cabinet. I don't know a lot about this one as well. You know, typical, isn't it? Ultra rare, I don't know what it is. Of course I don't. I don't know what 3 out of 10s are, like Rob. 2.78%, which is amazing. Love that. I'll maybe have to look into it and see what Jump King's all about. KO the Kangaroo. Yeah, nice and straightforward by the looks of things, looking at the rarity, how long it's taken you. I imagine the game isn't even that long. You've probably had a break or slept or something. But yeah, nice and easy. Killing Floor 2 done. Amazing. Kingdom Hearts 3 done. That's outstanding as well. And then not many Lego games. You've played 2. One you've finished. The other you've left. So Lego DC Supervillains you have finished. And then it looks like you've set aside The Force Awakens for whatever reason. But yes, some of the games that you've left are very easy. I don't know if you've got the patience to kind of go back and clean them up. But your profile would look even more immense than it already does. So we've got only 2 Life is Strange games as well. So the first one, and then Before the Storm, which you haven't finished. So very similar with some of these other ones. Very easy. You've just maybe not enjoyed it and stopped playing for whatever reason. But these are so easy to finish off. Not very long as well. And it just, you know, brings down those unearned, ups your completion, ups everything, makes it all look a lot nicer. You know, not that you need to improve anything because it's ridiculous already. Lumo done, which as we know is a nice sub 1% also at 0.82. Only the first Mafia game on the list, but finished, nice. And we've got Maneater on there twice. Manuel Samuel, what a name, love that. Don't know what it is, but great title. Maquette. And then we've got some Marvel stuff, which is always great. So we've got Marvel Spider-Man. You've done the remaster, and then we've got both Miles Morales on PS4 and on PS5 as well. And just can't wait for Spider-Man 2. You know, I need it to be October 20th right now so we can play this game. It's going to be insane. Medieval done. Medieval Resurrection. Real nice. Love that. Middle-earth Shadow of War. That's interesting. So you've played the sequel then, but not Mordor. Maybe you've played it on another profile with someone else and felt you didn't need to add it to your list. But if not, definitely go in and play it. You know, I've said it enough, I'm not a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, surprisingly, considering I love all things fantasy. But the games are brilliant. I think they are really, really fantastic. And, you know, who doesn't love the Nemesis system, right? It's unbelievable. Minecraft Set 2 not finished. Mortal Kombat X. Again, another game which is leaving a whole host of unearned on there. I always forget, because of Mortal Kombat 11, I always forget how rare X is. 1.46, insane. More Platinums coming up then, and some good ones to speak about very shortly. So Moving Out, done, nice. My Name is Mill 1 and 2 done. We've got Nickelodeon Car Racers on there, and then look at that cheeky Ollie Ollie 2 Platinum. Done in 1 week, 3 days, 0.64%. Very impressive. Just another one on the list for you though, Hacks, isn't it? It's insane. Absolutely insane. Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, Onrush Platinum. You've done Operation Tango, including that DLC they added in, which is so annoying. So now I need to go back to it for 100%. Look at this. Outlast 1 and 2 done. Why Outlast 1 doesn't have a Platinum still blows my mind. A bit like some other games. It is just a bit weird. But very, very impressive. And Outlast 2, 1.33%. So good. What a gamer. You need to teach me some skills, man. Overcooked and Overcooked 2 done. Nice. Again, a shame that the first one doesn't have a Platinum. We've also got Overcooked All You Can Eat. Now, another game you've left being Planet Coaster. I don't know if there's a theme here because, Planet Coaster and obviously City Skylines. Maybe you're just not a huge fan of that type of game, possibly. Who knows? I mean, I know myself, I know I've mentioned like Jurassic World and that I might look at City Skylines, but I'd much prefer playing them on PC, than than a console. Jurassic World wasn't too bad. I feel like it was quite controller friendly. I don't know how you would say it, but the way it worked and how you had to move around on screen, the interface was quite accessible with a controller. But I know some of them it's quite finicky, and a mouse is a lot better, isn't it? But yeah, enough of those games. Plants vs Zombies, again, we know it's a huge grind now. I'm aware of it. It used to surprise the hell out of me every time it came up, but now we know. Nice ultra rare. Psychonauts 1 and 2 done. We've got Ratchet and Clank, the original, then the more recent Ratchet and Clank with Rift Apart in there also. Big fan of these games. I need to go back and play some of the others. I've played them when I was younger, but I don't have them on my list to show for it, so I should maybe look at getting back into them for sure. Red Dead Redemption 2, very, very impressive. Love to see that. That's amazing. Be really nice to maybe get the new kind of lost my words for a second. Red Dead Redemption on the PS4 that they've just brought out. Be great to get that added to this list. And then some nice Resi Evil Platinums. Look at this. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Biohazard Village. Superb. What a list. What a list. Riders Republic done. Road Bustle. Nice, easy one. Love that. Love seeing that in there. It makes me feel so much better every time I see a grub on yours, Hacks. Rocket League done to 100% as well, which is really, really impressive, because as we know, it is a very, very easy platinum trophy, but getting that 100% does require a fair amount of hard work and graft, so yeah, I respect it. Slime Rancher done, a load of Sly Cooper stuff, amazing, real good. Of course, you've done Slide, 29 seconds, that's amazing. Snaky Bus. I have seen this, and now, for my current adventure on Bus Simulator, we might have to start adding some more bus games in when we get Snaky Bus on the go next time. Doesn't take too long, why not? Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, which on the back of doing Team Sonic Racing, I can't remember who told me, but I was made aware of how difficult, because I was complaining so much about Team Sonic Racing, and it's definitely not a 4. And then someone told me about this one. But I don't know a great deal about it. But looking at the difficulty, the rarity, I imagine it's a bit crazy. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and then we've left Sonic Forces. Right, Alex won't be happy leaving these Sonic games unfinished. Sonic Frontiers, then we've got Sound Shapes, nice. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Surprising me, it's 26%. It's so easy, isn't it? You just kind of assume everyone who starts those kind of games are going to finish it. So it does surprise me it's around 26. SpongeBob SquarePants for Cosmic Shake. We've got the Spyro trilogy. Big fan of these. I'd love to see a 4th game. Kind of like how they've brought Crash back. It'd be great to see another Spyro game, a nice new original, adventure. It was great playing through these, but played them that much as a kid, I knew it off by heart. So something fresh would be really good. Just don't do what Crash Bandicoot did and make it an impossible out of 10. Star Wars Battlefront 2, amazing. Jedi Fallen Order done twice. Yeah, loves an auto pop, this lad. We'll let him off though for his immense feats that he's achieved. Steep done, which is a real difficult one I have on my list, which kind of goes under the radar a little bit in terms of difficulty. I know it says 7 out of 10, which suggests it is tricky, and I suppose the rarity gives that away as well, but it is very hard. It really is, especially getting all these gold medals and things. You've got to be near perfect on a lot of these courses. What would you call a downhill slope? These courses, it's not a track, is it? We'll call it a course, why not? But yeah, some of them are quite tricky. Stranded Deep done quite recently, which I'm assuming is part of the glitch. I just couldn't do it to myself. I was tempted, but it ended up that many people have done it. It stopped being an ultra rare anyway. So I just thought, if I'm ever going to play it, I'll try and play it properly, because I don't mind these sort of survival games. They're pretty good. Stray done, Subnautica done twice, Suicide Guy and Suicide Guy Sleeping Deeply. which are all right, you know. They're kind of deemed as a little bit of a grub. You know, look at the rarity. I mean, that kind of tells you, especially the time taken to finish these games. But they're actually pretty good. Yeah, you're some random guy who's asleep, and you've just got to kill him in loads of different ways, and it's all right. It's a little bit of fun for a short amount of time if you're just looking to pad out your list with another platinum, but don't want something too sweaty, like the jumping game. You know, who's played them anyway? Oh, look at this. This makes me so jealous, Hacks. So jealous. Wow. Don't even know what to say. 1 month, 2 days as well. Wow. I'm going to make myself feel a little bit better and say if it was the only game I was playing and I kept trying, I may have not only had it over the line by now, but done it in quite a short amount of time. But I've just had a long break from it because my backlog was getting crazy and I was falling behind even on the games that I was in the middle of. So I will go back to it. I've got 4 no death runs left to go, so I know I can do it. But this is just insane. 1 month, 2 days. Very, very impressive Hacks. Unbelievable, my friend. Unbelievable. Enough of that, because I'm going to get myself wound up. And then I'm going to put Super Meat Boy on when I've finished recording to try and do it. And then I'm not going to be able to do Demon Boy because I'm not good enough. And then I'll get sad again and not play for 6 months. Whew, right, super hot, ultra rare, very nice. And then another amazing one, Surgeon Simulator. I say amazing because of the rarity. I know it says 6 out of 10, so I don't know how difficult that is. If the guide writer's just talking pure waffle and it's a lot more difficult, or if it is just a 6 and a lot of people can't be bothered seeing it through. I don't know. I'll maybe look into it a bit more, but the fact it's a 6 out of 10 and you've done it in 2 days, 12 hours, but the rarity is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. I'll maybe look into it further. So here's Team Sonic Racing. Very, rare, which does suggest it's hard, like I was saying. But again, the guide writer's obviously been on something that particular day because it's not a 4 out of 10. And as I've said many times, I think that's purely down to your teammates. So not only are there a few difficult challenges anyway where you are on your own, it's the difficulty is because of your teammates. So for anyone who hasn't played this game, it is a team-based racer. So if you come first and you're Sonic, let's say for argument's sake, and you would have Tails and Knuckles on your team, they were often, for me anyway, I don't know about all of you guys, but they were often coming last. So although I was scoring maximum points, I was still losing because the next best team would come in second, fourth and sixth, let's say. That was beating me who come first, and Tails and Knuckles coming last and second to last. And it was just very, very frustrating, repeating these events over and over again. But yeah, definitely not a 4. I think a 5 minimum, you could even argue a 6 possibly. But yeah, 4 is ridiculous. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, yeah, a little movie tie-in. I enjoyed it because it's Spider-Man, but it's not great. Not when we look at where Spider-Man is today, which is just absolutely crazy good. But yeah, the Escapist done and Escapist 2, which is 2 nice ultra rares in there. Evil Within done as well, which is very, very impressive. Another ultra rare. My guy loves an ultra rare. Evil Within 2 done. Amazing. House of the Dead remake finished. We've got Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 done. Awesome. Just needing those. The Permadeath and Grounded mode, a bit like me, from Part 2, which we will be doing very soon as part of my 10 game challenge, which I promise I am going to start with because we're getting somewhere with the games now. Little Acre, which is quite a cute little point and click adventure, so if you do like that kind of game, don't sleep on this one. It's quite cool. Yeah, I quite enjoyed just sitting back and sort of playing through it. It's yeah, quite charming. Give it a go. The Sims 4 done, real nice. The Suicide of Rachel Foster, which is a nice easy one. Toy Story 3 done. And then we've got Trackmania, the newer Trackmania, because we're going to talk about Trackmania Turbo in a second. Yeah, Trackmania, 11 of 34 trophies. This is sort of the middle of June when you last popped one, so I'm assuming it's still on the list to be played or carried on with. Which then takes us on to Trackmania Turbo, which of course you have finished. 9 out of 10, 70 hours, and that's if you're decent. If you're like me, it's going to take 800 hours. Yeah, impressive. That's, I mean, what else can I say? Very impressive, crazy impressive. 0.67%, which is just insane. Real insane. And then, the sub 1% plats don't stop there, because then you've done Transformers Devastation in 3 days, 19 hours. 0.88. Wow. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then you've done Tricky Towers, which isn't a sub 1%, but it's 1.07, which is unbelievable also. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, Until Dawn done, very nice. You've also done Vanquish, which is a lovely 9 out of 10, just outside of being an ultra rare. Hopefully that can drop a little more, get you another ultra rare in there, Hacks. Verdun, I don't really know what this is, but 0.65% as well. It's crazy, making me look bad, making all of us look bad. We Were Here done, real nice. This I was going to say this was done recently, but no, this is 2021. Yeah, quite an enjoyable little co-op game. Not too bad at all. Didn't take too long. I know it says 3 days, 42 minutes, but you've obviously gone back to it for whatever reason. If you're doing it non-stop, you're probably looking at a few hours with a guide, or maybe 2 hours if you follow one. What Remains of Edith Finch done. Wipeout and Mega Collection done, which 8 out of 10, 1.2%. Dear Lord. Wolfenstein New Colossus done as well, of course. Honestly, I can't. This is insane. So good, Hacks. So good. No wonder he's retired to go on nights out instead. He doesn't need to play games anymore. He doesn't. He can retire with this and live happily ever after. Unbelievable. Yeah, and obviously it's done twice, isn't it? Oh no, I didn't even see that. Yeah, you just do it one time. Yeah, I'll just do it again. Why not? 10 out of 10. I'll just do Mind Leaving again. Why not? Blimey. That's insane. Insane. Wolfenstein The New Order, done twice. Yeah, and the Old Blood. I might want to talk about them because you've done the new Colossus, so what's the point in speaking about the others? And then finishing off this absolutely ridiculous trophy list is yet another Zombie Defense HD. Honestly, Hacks. I'm so... Yeah, I know I've said it a million times, but I'm ridiculously impressed with this. It's got to be one of the best trophy lists I've reviewed, 100%. We've seen some real goated lists along the way. And off the top of my head, I don't think I could really make a list. I'm not going to name people anyway, it'll be a bit harsh, but it's definitely got to be up there in the top couple. Absolutely mental. Absolutely insane. So let's check the milestones out then, and then we can all swoon over how many ultra rares he's got on his trophy cabinet. Why not? So first trophy was actually Red Dead Redemption 2. Nice way to start off the journey 5 years ago, which, if the list wasn't already impressive, I think, the fact that the profile is new. I can say it's new. I know it's 5 years, but it's as new as it is. It's absolutely ridiculous, really is. First platinum was from the first Jack and Daxter. 10th platinum from Spyro. 20th was from Jack 3. 30th Overcooked 2. A lovely 40th platinum milestone with Crash 4. Outlast 2 marking your 50th. 75th was Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus. 100th was Iron Bread. 125th Super Meat Boy. 150th Ollie Ollie 2. GTA 5 for 200th. Oh, and Dreadnought was 175th as well. So I wonder, I may just be guessing here, but looking at the games that were there, maybe you didn't look too much into the milestones at the beginning and then it became a thing because all of a sudden you've just got ridiculous platinums for each of them after that. Blimey, right, yeah, just 728 ultra rares, guys, just 728, not too many. Insane. And yeah, what I expected in terms of the rarest trophies, some Super Meat Boy stuff and an Iron Bread platinum and gold trophy in there as well. Wow. And just let's have a look at this. Let's just have a look at this for a second. Jump King, Outlast 2, Wolf 2, Friday the 13th, Trackmania Turbo, Ollie Ollie 2, Verdun, Surgeon Sim, Iron Bread, Super Meat Boy. We can all dream, can't we? I mean, I'd love something like this, and you know, maybe one day, hopefully, I might have died by the time I can get to this. But wow, so good, so good. Absolutely insane hacks, it really is, bud. Right, an incredible average. I expected, you know, sub 40 purely because of the sheer number of ultra rares and these sub 1% trophies and things like that. This was to be expected, even with some of the easier stuff that hacks has in there. Yeah, very impressive. And I like how, as time has gone on, you know, your trophy bug has jumped as well. I love seeing that, where people kind of start out and, you know, it's kind of something they do, but they don't take it too seriously, and then all of a sudden it's like, I like trophies. And then, yeah, I mean, look at the spike here, where month by month, you know, hacks is earning so many more than in the beginning. Unbelievable. And this is the stage where we normally get to tips and advice, which I'm going to stay well away from, because I'm not in any position to give you any advice. Actually, I will. Finish some of these easy games, buddy. I'm all about completion. I know I can't talk about these difficult games because you're so clear of me. But certainly go in and make the profile look a little bit more complete. That's what I would say. So in between, you know, newer games or these more difficult stuff that you clearly like to tackle, I would go in and I would certainly finish off. You know, I can't remember all the games, but, you know, like you're doing Infamous Second Son now, you could go back in and do Life is Strange Before the Storm. Just, you could maybe jump back on City Skylines and just eliminate an absolute ton of ultra, you know, unearned trophies just there. But yeah, that would be my only tip. I think you could make this look even better than it already is by upping that completion and reducing those unearned trophies. Yeah, the list is unreal. I can't stop saying it. It's so good, and definitely one of the best I've seen. I'm assuming all you guys will agree as well, and hopefully you've enjoyed kind of watching along, you know, with me, because so good, and he's getting loads of praise once I've finished recording this as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. There will be links in the description, including links to our amazing Discord if you want to join, links to Patreon, channel membership if you'd like to support me further. I do appreciate everything you guys do, and whatever you're doing, look after yourself, stay safe, and keep on keeping on.